Carry for the Florida Dolphin, it's Damian Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
44.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey. We got 3. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Left.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Slam.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. We got 3 down. Ready! Green 90!
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, guys, check me out. Here we go.
They'll hand it off now. Williams looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. White 56. Z. Motion.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Water.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Dead. 180.
Four down.
Now Foles. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Third. 180.
Four down. Check. Four down.
Hey, silver.
Hey, check 24.
Tiger.
Check.
Hey, let's go. Gray.
Check. 50.
Zebra. What's that?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Kill.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Or security person, or proceed to an emergency medical services station. Available throughout.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Gold. Dead. 130.
Single. Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
One.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Flat.
Watch the curl.
Foles.
Hot.
And this one complete to Julius Thomas.
Watch Mike.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Water.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Hey, he's coming.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's off inside the 5, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
We got 4. Here we go now.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Hey, watch this. Left. 44.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Z. Odd. Slow. Stand up. Hut.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey,
Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
go.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z. Coming for you. Z.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. a dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Six. Great. Tonight, 180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Tight end's right.
Tonight, 380. What's that?
Here's Foles. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Great.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
180.
Watch out.
Hey, Silver.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tempo.
Wide, get wide.
Silent.
Check 43.
Hey, Silver. Down to hit.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, baby.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gain of 25.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kansas City will kick this one off. Number 17, ready.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw here. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
87's me. Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Ready. Green 90. Green 90. So. Z.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing
Here we
it.
go. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Double tight.
180! Great. Down to hit!
Again, it's Fournette. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down.
Tonight, 180.
Deuce.
Six.
Bang. Slam. Shift. Watch the shift.
And that'll set them back 5.
Shift.
Hey, silent one. Tonight, 180! Great.
Check 26.
Hey, silver. Set, ready to go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight right.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now running right through him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Even.
Set, 180!
Motion, 89, 89.
Gold, gold. Gold, gold, gold.
50 seconds, the mic.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Double tight. Double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Left.
Again, it's Williams. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there.
Oh, yeah.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Odd. 5. Here we go. Blue 45.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike, 44. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Z. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Right.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
That one good for 10 yards.
Hey,
and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight left. Green 90.
Now Williams. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch the edge.
Yes.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Tonight, Green 80. Silence, silence.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Now Foles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
1-1-1.
Watch 7. Watch 7.
Tonight, 180.
Single.
Cadence.
Single.
Foles. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Here we go.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no
Hey,
matter the
sound one,
situation.
sound
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit,
Go,
maybe not
go.
wanting to risk an injury.
Goal, goal, goal. Flat, flat.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180.
44's the mic.
Tiger.
Check.
Gray.
36.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's it. Double tight.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you put yourself in jeopardy.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Gold. Hey, silver.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Odd. 3 down.
180. Come here.
Safe. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Be alert. Be alert.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into